Hello and welcome to the first edition of the 2013 WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Keltin Wiens, and I'm here with Buffalo interim head coach Mike Nesbitt. Now, Coach, we just finished our first scrimmage of the preseason. Give us your thoughts today.
I thought it was really a positive day. First of all, we didn't get anybody seriously hurt. A couple nicks and bruises, but nobody that we would lose or anything like that. I thought there was some good competition at some positions, and the play wasn't sloppy. I thought our ones and all the way through the fours had a really consistent day.
Now, Coach, in college football, as opposed to professional football, you don't get a preseason. So these scrimmages are pretty much all you get. Can you allude to the definite importance that's placed on these scrimmages?
They're highly important for one is, you got to find the depth of your team. How deep are you? What are your twos and threes going to be like? Because those guys are going to have to play at some point during the year. Your upperclassmen, your starters for the most part, unless there's a competition battle, they can play. So it's just trying to knock off the rust and put them in as close to game speed as you can.
Now, Coach, you are an offensive coach by trade. And how is the offense for WT looking this year?
I think we're really solid. You look at it today, our twos had a turnover in the red zone, which was really the only thing that was kind of a negative that they did, but we didn't have a lot of offsides penalties or motions or holdings or anything like that would, negative unforced errors with the ones. And I thought Dustin carried himself really, really well in the pocket, and I thought the O-line did a solid job.
Now, speak to Dustin Vaughn. He's a 3-year starter in this program. How do you think he's going to change this year? What is he going to do different this year, do you think?
You can just see his growth every year. The knowledge of the offense and grasping exactly what Coach Lee's looking for. The beauty with those guys is they're really on the same page. When they're saying one thing, they're both seeing the same picture.
Finally, Coach, each team's different, and you have a lot of seniors on this year's team, and they bring their own leadership style. What have you seen out of your senior leaders so far this year?
So far it's been really good. And that thing, though, that senior leadership that's been here with these guys right now has been something that's been around here for a long time. The last 6-7 years, we've had really good senior leadership for the most part, most of the season. So, it's something I think those young guys learn, that one, how to be a leader, and so when it is their opportunity, they know what it means. I don't think you can just put somebody in a situation and say, oh, you need to be a leader, and they're like, well, it's never been modeled for me or shown how to do it. And they're all different. Every one of the way they lead. Dustin Vaughn leads different than Tyler does, and they lead different than Vaughn. Even Slater, they're all different. Craig Watts leads different than those guys. So I think each of their own little niche helps the team, So we all can't be the same person for sure.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach, and good luck this week.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. For Coach Nesbitt and the WT Sports Network, I'm Keltin Wiens. Tune in next week, August 31st, as the Buffs wrap up their second preseason scrimmage of the year. That scrimmage is free and open to the public, and it takes place at 10 a.m. out here at Happy State Bank Field at Kimbrough Memorial Stadium. For Coach Nesbitt and the WT Sports Network, I'm Keltin Wiens.